Hello everyone, I'm back with part 6 of the Hashihime playthrough series. I'm really sorry about the lack of videos over the past few weeks. I've just been very busy with college-related stuff and I haven't had that much free time to be able to record. I think I'll be less busy in a week or two, so hopefully I can post videos quicker for y'all soon. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, load. Dude, just give me the message already. Why did you have to show the map again? Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna read back. Where should I read from? Okay, I guess I'll read from here. I peeked out from the bookshelves and coldly looked down at his eccentric behavior. That's how you always act, dude. Does he just look down at himself all the time in the mirror? It's kind of deep, to be honest. Anyway, it looked like this was my chance. Now would be the only time I could get past him. Full of confidence, I ran out from the bookshelves and went out into the world beyond the front door. He went outside for the first time. I'm so proud of him. He's finally touching grass. I was starting to piece things together little by little. Someone seemed to have laid out some grand scheme for me. No one is that invested in your life. I guarantee you. Not even your best buddy and lifelong partner, Kawase. Even if I asked the fake me, I doubted he would answer. He would beat you to death. I jumped onto the streetcar that was passing by just then and headed to the usual cafe. Welcome, huh? The waitress looked surprised. Yeah, she's surprised that you're not with the heartthrob Kawase. What is she so skeptical about? Oh god, his eyes. I forgot. They were, like, normal colored. Is this Tamamori and Kawase's secret love child? Did that fussy dice? What does that even mean? Even without the glasses, he's still saying such big, complicated words that no one knows about. Like, just give the fake. What is the word? Give that mask a break, dude. Okay. If she actually understood who I was talking about, then Kawase's germophobia really was that extreme. You were talking about his germophobia? Of course she wouldn't know what you're talking about. She's normal. The waitress looked at me with confusion. For some reason, seeing that baby face of hers suddenly made me hungry. What? How do those two things have any correlation with each other? Is Kawase a baby eater? Not Kawase. Not Kawase. But Kawase would. He would eat babies. Is Tamamori a baby eater? Is that why he got hungry? Maybe my frustration earlier had been because of my stomach. No, it's because you just saw your evil shadow clone, Tom. I took a seat without assistance and gave my order to the waitress without looking at the menu. I cannot get used to his new look. He just looks like a typical average Joe. That's not the horrible and pathetic Tamamori I know. That is not the goldfish killer I've known to recognize and hate. You can still eat? What did she mean by that? Not still. This is my first meal today. My god, is this guy really that dumb? You just had a run-in with your evil shadow clone and now you're like, oh, this waitress has definitely never seen me before. I can also just plop down without assistance at this nearby table and order. Like, I have it. Like my evil shadow self had an order just earlier today. I didn't feel like explaining, so I turned my face away. The waitress shrugged to show how much she didn't care. Way to go. You should always look at a woman when she's talking to you, Tamamori. Wait, did I miss a message? Okay, no. Wait, yeah, I did. She teetered away towards the kitchen. I looked out to the window blankly and watched the rainy sky. What? Did that message just cut off or something? Oh, hi, Haruhiko-san. Is Frogman here? Please. Yes! Haruhiko-san and the Frogman had appeared at some point and were sitting across from me. And here I was, crazy enough to no longer feel anything about that. We learned that you're crazy a long time ago. I don't know what's going on. Me neither, buddy! You don't see me complaining about it. Oh god, why is he so close? Back up! Back up! Yes, you have. Bravo for finally realizing it. Bravo! We should award you with a golden medal. I hadn't gotten here just by taking the streetcar and walking. That is literally what you just did. Did you not see that map flash by your very eyes? I thought over the situation and again came up with an answer. Why is he talking about this now? I'm gonna kill this guy once I get my hands on him. Wrote about doppelgangers. Those are letters, not doppelgangers, idiot. We're back to talking about stories. Oh my god. I think they're talking about letters, so that's technically not the same thing, actually. Hate to correct you, Tamamori. What? Is this guy that dumb? That is you, not some doppelganger. He's been repeating your, like, every action you've had for, like, since 3 days ago, and you're just like, oh, it's totally a doppelganger, not just my evil clone. Like, ugh. He is you already. He has the blue eyes and nerdy glasses and everything. That's more than enough to become Tamamori. Just get, like, piercing blue contacts and glasses, and then you'll have the perfect Tamamori cosplay, actually. Person like you is worthless? Wow. Tamamori, you just gonna take that? I would not let my own hallucination talk to me that way if I were you. I'd be throwing hands. I'd probably get kicked out of the cafe, honestly. But you're worthless? You have no worth at all. Clock him. Yes, he did. He had to get it through to you. Yeah, it's strange how you're so worthless. Haruhiko-san struck the table with a thud. Even the frogman suddenly straightened up and trembled as if the motion were directed at him. No, it would never be directed towards you, frogman. You have done nothing wrong in your entire life. But the omelet rice that came right at that moment made my eyes sparkle. What is he, 10 years old? Is he a high school girl? You really eat it all? He's just big and greedy. Look at him. What does that have to do with anything? My god, this guy really is pretentious. I looked at the manga gamer, like, game page for Hashihime, and I love how they just described him as, like, conceited and pathetic, because that is the Tamamori I know. That is a perfectly accurate representation of him. I have no idea what that means, but that was probably, like, the biggest roast of the 1920s. What do you mean, how did you? Wasn't he, like, loudly boasting it, like, 3 days ago? Mr. Ryder gets hungry fast, huh? She is insulting him left and right today. This woman, she was so sassy with me. As she should be. As she should be. God bless women. The floor is still wet. This is the coffee Kawase-kun spilled during the earthquake earlier. The earthquake earlier? He's really just spelling it out for him like he's 5. And even then, he probably still wouldn't understand. He'd be like, the earthquake earlier? But that didn't happen earlier. It happened 3 days ago. Classic Tamamori. What do you mean, what about it? You're reliving the same day from 3 days ago. Time is fluid. Yeah, why are you here in the same scene from 3 days ago? Well, I don't know. Why are you asking him that? He knows even less than me. He's like, he should be ashamed as a writer. He can't even pinpoint exactly what's going on. No wonder his stories are terrible. When I split my omelet rice in half, it was red inside. She's plotting to kill you with red poison. Look out. I suggested that they fill it with tomatoes instead of rice. Oh my, this waitress is iconic, actually. She's low-key better than Tamamori. Rude! She made that omelet tomato. What would you even call it if it has no rice? Yeah, omelet tomato. She made it especially for you, and you say you want to puke? Not cool, Tamamori. Not cool. What's next? Are you gonna pour the omelet tomato over her head now? Yeah. Call him out. I knew it was the same scene from 3 days ago. You sure didn't act like it! I knew that. He knew that. Since the moment I saw Minakami, I realized I was 3 days in the past. I already knew that at the moment the me and Umachido was riding away. It sure didn't seem like it! Are you just playing dumb this whole time? Guys like him are the worst. What do you mean? Yeah, wake up and go back to killing another goldfish. Wait, the goldfish will still be alive in this time period. You have to go and give him as much affection as you can. Prevent his death, please. Preventing the goldfish's death is the key to finding out what's happening. Not now, Haruhi-san. We have to save the goldfish. He's our only hope. Or she. I don't judge. You go away too. Wow. Can you keep the frogman? The frogman is like the perfect companion. Why can't he just be the lovable sidekick character instead of Kawase? I'd much rather talk to him instead of that germaphobe freak. Mind that. Search your pockets. What? I reached into my pockets and pulled out the honorary silver pocket watch and the goldfish watering can. Huh? Why does he still have those? Huh? Yeah. Wow, he's laughing at the fine-crafted goldfish watering can. He is too good for Professor. He's way too good for Professor. He needs to stoop down to Kawase's level. They're the perfect match. Look at the pocket watch. Who cares about the pocket watch? I want to look at the goldfish watering can. It's like the best item in the story. No one cares about that stupid pocket watch that the literally Who guy gave him. I forgot his name again. Oh my god. Hanazawa. Yeah, Hanazawa. Oh, it says it right there. I did not read it before I said it. I swear I figured it out through my sheer willpower. I did not just read the line in front of me. It was the silver pocket watch Hanazawa had given to me. I knew it was Hanazawa. Keep confusing the H names, like the hallucination guy and the army guy. Did I just forget his name again? Hanazawa. Hanazawa. That's his name. Hanazawa. I have to say it like 10 times to remember it. Without being told to, I checked it against the cafe's clock. It was off by 2 hours. Oh, the horror! It's off by 2 hours. My watch was ahead. Wow! They just figured it out! I'm so proud of them. But what? That doesn't explain his eye color change, though. This music is kind of a bop, not gonna lie. Ridiculous. Was he saying the me I saw earlier wasn't a doppelganger? You literally... Oh my god, you literally said it wasn't a doppelganger earlier, and now you're back to saying it is? Make up your mind, Tamamori. This guy's ticking me off. Someone wasn't trying to deceive me? Everyone is. That waitress was literally just trying to deceive you 5 minutes ago, and you just shoot her away. But no, let's just talk about this stupid doppelganger. I'm making like no sense right now. I'm sorry. Barely comprehensible. I'm back 3 days. Are they just gonna repeat it over and over, like in different variants? Like, oh, I've jumped back 3 days. I need to say it like 20 more times in order for it to really take effect. Then right now, Minakami and Hanazawa are... They're alive! I wish Hanazawa would just die again! Why would I... He didn't even do anything! He's harmless! But I just want him to die, so we have no gay tension between them. Between him and Tamamori. Minakami, I saw... Nah, I think it's an evil shadow clone as well. It's definitely another doppelganger. What happened to it? What do you mean fake? Tell him. My suspicions were turning into assumptions. Alive? Then, could I believe it? You can't believe anything. Wake up, Tamamori. Wake up. They were... Ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry for disrespecting your lifeless body, Minakami. I will never do it again. Wow, he looks so alive and healthy there. Minakami found alive in Chicago. So red. Wow, what a healthy body that's in front of me. Why again? So cold, so warm. What do you mean warm? Is he feeling up his blood? His bloody body? Bloody mangled body? My stomach churned when I remember their dead bodies. Then the food I had just eaten, the omelet rice, forced its way up. No! I don't want to see that. Ew. Take that to the bathroom, please. These lovely waitresses do not want to deal with that. See, now you just made her day so much worse. Apologize right now, Tamamori. Apologize for throwing up her wonderful omelet tomatoes. Thank you. Astronomically rare Tamamori win. The waitress retreated in disgust. I looked at Haruhiko-san with tears in my eyes. Bro was crying. What? Why would he do that? Exactly, Frogman. You're going to eat your puke anyway? This guy is so freaking gross. I need to kill him. I hope he gets killed instead of Minakami later on. I scraped up the vomit with my spoon and why? Why did they feel the need to include that in the story other than like disgust the readers? Was that the main point? To just like make everyone so revolted towards Tamamori? Like, they're just not giving this guy any good qualities. First, he's a goldfish eater. Goldfish eater. No. Goldfish killer. Now he's a vomit eater. Ugh. What has this guy done that's, like, good? Does he have any positive traits? Does he have any good things about him? Has he accomplished anything in life other than writing some pathetic story about the stupid phantom in the basement? Okay, anyways. Let's go on with the story. After that, I no longer felt nauseous. What is wrong with this guy? Yeah, of course there's a reason. There's a reason your eyes turned black too. Do you think he was wearing contacts in order to make him look more, what's the word? Make him look more... I swear, it's on the tip of my tongue. Make him look more... It's not different, but, like, that's the closest word I could think of. Yeah, it just looks more different than, like, from other people like Kawase and the Eye Patch guy. Why did I call him the Eye Patch guy? He's literally my favorite character. Professor! Where is Professor during all of this? I've just been... What the heck was that? I've just been talking a lot during this story instead of, like, letting it play on. I'm sorry about that. It's Professor! Yes! Go see Professor! So he can confess your... What? That's like the worst person you can go to. No one... Oh my god, imagine a conversation between Tamamori and Tamamori. This evil clone. Do you think they try to like one-up each other with their stories? That'd be funny. Like, my Phantom story's better than yours! You should give up writing. For good. You'll never get published with that stupid line about... What else did he write about besides the Phantom? I forgot. I pointed a steely glare at the rainy sky. Is he gonna fight with the rain now? Why did he glare at the rain? What did it do to you? When I arrived at Umbachido, I was lying flat on the floor, facing a manuscript. My hand didn't rest. The only time I blinked was in the moment he turned a page. Okay, I'm not following this. He corrected his mistake sloppily, layering black ink with more black ink. Wow, this guy is pathetic. What an awful sight. Wow. He really does hate himself. Yes, you are! You are, Tamamori! Clock him. The first thing I did before I approached me was close Umbachido's doors. But then how will Professor get in? No! I then stepped on the manuscript, which his face was now even closer to. Good, step on your awful story. Step on it and crush it. When I did, I slowly examined myself from head to toe with eyes full of surprise. Oh, he's... He's... I don't know what to say about this. He's, why does my mind have to be totally blank, like, right in this moment? Right when I'm recording. I swear. I'm like... I'm more productive than this in my day-to-day life. I'm not always this... I forgot again! Ugh! Okay, I'm just gonna continue. Okay, no more commentary from me for, like, the next 30 seconds. You know I'm gonna babble on and on. Sure enough, he looks shocked. Listen up, me. Bro thought he did something there. What the what? Can't explain it, but, like, the new Tamamori with the black eyes. Black eyes. Sounds like I just socked him in the face. He just looks way better than the blue eyes because, like, the blue eyes are just so vibrant. It's like, you're staring too much into my soul. Like, I said that I wanted him to have brown contacts, like, when I first started the game because his eyes were, like, so bright. They're so scary. Stop staring at me like that. Yeah, this is, like, way better, but it's also not the Tamamori I know, so I can't be, like, too used to it now. Wow, way to just drop the bomb like that. You can't even say hi. Hello, how's your day going? Me? The other me. What? Is he killing you? The manuscript beneath my foot was wrenched out from under me, making me lose my balance. Fall. Fall. I fiddled with my fake glasses as I slowly came closer. Why did you have to, like, put quotes around both eyes? I don't know which you're talking about. I think with the black eyes, he looks too much like Kawase, and that's just throwing me off. Where is Kawase? I miss him. Even though I hate him, but I miss him. Like, I hate it. Like, he's a wretched human being, but I just can't stop thinking about him. Is that why so many people have him as their favorite? Like, I feel like, why do you have the same face as me? He was such a huge fan of your work that he got facial reconstruction surgery to look exactly like you. I'm you from the future. You think he would understand that? Oh wait, he should, like, knock the other him out so he could, like, fill his place and, like, try to prevent everything from happening. Okay. Not 800,000 or even 1,000. Yeah, you look just 3 days older. You think he'd know that? Yes, he is crazy. If you know you're stupid, why don't you just try to change that part about yourself instead of lambing about it? A prediction. I bet he'll leave a cat watering can this time just to mess with you. Like, he's probably overhearing all of this right now, like, from behind the doors, and like, oh, he knew that? I'm just gonna get, like, a different watering can just in case. Dogma Magra. Dang, Mina Kami. Why? Wondering if it was really there, I pulled Dogma Magra from the bookshelf and stuck it in my pocket. What? Why are you taking stuff from the bookshelf now? You just stop messing with the timeline, Tamamori. Oh wait, that's the other Tamamori that took it out. Oh. I can't keep up with all of this. No! Why? Dude, you're messing with the timeline. No! Now Professor's not gonna leave a watering can. No. You really think the future will change just by him not having Dogma Magra on the bookshelf? Imagine, like, this Tamamori just fades to dust right after. How would he have predicted it? Is he stupid? Exclamation point. I was speechless. Yeah, I'm speechless out of stupidity too. Shot full of holes with the bullets in my words. I took a dizzy step back. Dude. Haruhiko-san stood between us as if to protect me. I will protect
過去
you.
の君の方が一枚上手だな。
I think they're on the same wavelength in dumbness, honestly. They're on the same step. Like, even though he predicted the future, why would he just take it? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Just like single-handedly like rupturing the timeline the original timeline that they're on. Of course Haruhiko-san wouldn't be able to back me up. Noticing my distress, I came even closer to me. Why can't he just say like the other Tamamori instead of like quotation mark I in quotation? Oh my god, you are not the writer you think you are, little bro. Yeah! You do nothing! Wow, they're just really insulting each other. Just use this to improve yourself, both of you guys. There's no way I'm that ugly! I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but have you looked at yourself? Oh my god, the girls are fighting!
自分と争ってどうする?
Tamamori is like the least easy person to get along with. I'd fight with him too if I was suddenly... That is you! You're just that hard to get along with and have a normal conversation with.
いや、間違いなく君だ。
Yeah!
このどこから来るともわからぬ自
You
信。
put it
まさし
into
く君
words.
だ。
You put my thoughts into words exactly. Like he's just so full of himself that it's so obvious that it's the same Tamamori. No matter what I predicted, this guy's ego wouldn't accept any of it. I'd never have any interest in stories about the future, so saying anything to this guy was pointless. This guy gets even more pathetic,
どう
like
する、玉森
each
君。
video. Kill him. Kill him.
ならば貴様の秘密を明かしてやろう。
Secret? What? Of course he...
さすれば私が貴様であり、貴様が私であることを疑うことはなかろう。
What secret? That he wears fake glasses? That he has a huge crush on Kawase and wants to kiss his ugly little frog lips?
お前はつい
What?
脱粉したことがある。
That's the secret! How would he even know that? He just keeps track of all the times he goes to the bathroom for the past 3 days? You are sick. You are really sick, Tamamori. How would that even prove that he's like the real him? That just make him seem like a creepy stalker, not gonna lie. Just as expected, I reeled back. Any normal person would reel back too.
なんだと。
My genuine reaction.
何の
This is what? They're both speechless.
何を知っている？
What do you know? Oh wait, did I skip a message? Okay, no I didn't. Umbachido's outhouse was behind the shop. Why are we talking about the bathroom now? I hate this stupid game. Let me go back to killing the army guy. I forgot his name again. Hanazawa. Can we go back to killing him, please? I think he's my least favorite by default, only because he's like such a nothing burger. He's like white bread, the character. Just don't care enough to like have any thoughts about him. I can just forget about him until I play the game again. I know he got introduced recently, but still. You had to leave the shop to get to the outhouse. In short, I hadn't made it. Ew! I won't go into detail. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't do this. I can't. Why? Tamamori, why? You're a sick man. You're a sick monstrosity that shouldn't be in this world. I wish that giant killed you instead of Hanazawa, so he wouldn't have come back in time and revealed this. Why, Tamamori? This is too far. This is too far, even for me. Okay. I need a breather.
信じてくれたか？
Okay, thank God they didn't say anything else. Thank God. There are tears in my eyes right now. I can't do this today.
なあ、この世にたった一人の私じゃないか。信じ合おう。
Don't try to be all like gotcha right now when you just drop that unnecessary detail. Why did the writers feel that it was good to include that in the game? Why? What was the purpose? Can't he have some other secret? That would make the other Tamamori realize that he's being legit? Is there anything else he could have said? I'm just in shock. Why would he do this? I could be doing so much productive stuff with my life right now, but no, I'm just reading about how this guy didn't make it to the outhouse in time. What is wrong with me?
気持ちの悪いことを。
You're the one who did it! You have no right to be calling yourself disgusting. Actually, yeah. You should call
いいから
yourself
黙って現
disgusting.
実を受け入れろ。田上と花座を助けるためだ。現実を見るのは貴様の方が。
Why are they having a roast competition? Take that. Really had a gotcha moment there. He raised his fist? Are they gonna fight? That was my usual punch. I would take a hit straight to the face. Sock him in the face. So we'd have a black eye in the literal sense too. That was definitely my own fist. I could see it in slow motion, like watching the distant scenery slowly pass by from a car window. He's just a slow puncher, that's what it is. I easily intercepted his hand, but the moment I tried to deflect the blow, exclamation point, the hand I was touching turned a clear blue and ripples ran through my entire body. What? He turned into water. I mean, it's the same water that he threw out of the window while he was trying to take care of his poor goldfish. Even my last words disappeared with a splash. What is this? Huh? Where is he? Is he in a body bag now? He's gonna get buried. Yes. There was a heap of clothes where I had been. You just killed him! Then they slowly began to soak up the water. You just killed your evil shadow clone Tom! I staggered back before it could get into my shoes. It had been in the blink of an eye. An instantaneous. How do you say that? I've seen it before, but I had no idea how to pronounce an instantaneous. I think that's it. Instantaneous occurrence. I had turned into water. Well, that's not your ordinary run-of-the-day occurrence. Smell it. What? Why is he so happy to smell some strange liquid? The frogman sniffed the water as Haruhiko-san commanded. Water from today's rain. So you just turned into rainwater? You better scoop it up and put it in your goldfish's bowl.
なんで？
Yeah, why? That's the main question I'm asking myself. Why did I even bother continuing this game just to hear about the outhouse story?
なんでかはオラにもわからん。
Search those clothes, jeez. Have some privacy. I rummaged through my clothes as if I were performing an autopsy. I found my glasses, that copy of Dogger Magra from earlier, and then a ticket for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Oh, I wonder if his eyes changed back to normal since he, like, got rid. They, like, essentially, like, killed the other version of him. I put all three in my own pocket as if to say they were mine, because they are yours, technically. Then I dropped to my knees and fell forward. What is this guy doing?
君がそれを手にすることによってある事実が誕生した。
What?
君は今この世界の君として。
Oh, I bet his eyes turned back to normal. Then.
それは
Doesn't that mean I killed my what? You should not be getting me that bad. Doesn't that mean I killed myself? Yeah, that's what I want to do after that awful outhouse story. Oh, his eyes turned back to normal. I knew it.
私が
Please get brown
私がドッ
contacts.
ペルゲンゲルだったなんて。
I missed it already. I miss his normal eyes already. Please get brown contacts, please. Yeah. I finally figured out his good trait. It's that laugh. That's the only positive thing about him.
だが君が過去の自分としてまた同じ道をたどる必要はない。拾っ
But
た
then
メ
how
ガ
will
ネを捨て
people
なさ
know
い。
he's a writer? He has to have those glasses for his self-image. Or else they'll be like, oh, it's just a run-of-the-mill guy with scary-looking blue eyes.
君はこの雨の3日間を新鮮な気持ち
Ooh,
で
it's
やり
getting
直すんだ。
good now.
理解が多い
He said like 3 sentences and you can't keep up. Classic Tamamori. Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. It's not a Hasta La Vista video if I don't accidentally go back up in the log.
不思議なことなどないのだよ、玉森くん。
There are absolutely strange things about this. Like, should just learn to accept reality that all of his friends are dead and he only has to deal with Kawase for the rest of his life. That'd make for good storytelling. Okay, no, it wouldn't, but still. Haruhiko-san said that as he opened the door and disappeared into the rain with the frogman, "No, frogman, come back!" I picked up my sewed clothes and placed them in a corner by the register. So he just killed himself? My heart was pounding. This wasn't good. There was no way I could calm down. I heard that Akutagawa wrote the 2 letters after having seen his own doppelganger. Oh god, he's gonna write another awful story. Please spare us from your storytelling. In other words, the world was full of mysteries.
なあ
Yeah, the mystery of how you keep killing your goldfish. How did it end up like this? What? How? Why? I clutched my head as I laid it by the register again. At least he's not writing smutty stories. I'm sorry, I just remembered that part from the last video and I want to die even more now. Tamamori always says the most out-of-pocket things and expects us to understand him. Like, no, dude, we are not keeping up with your flow. After putting my head down for a while, I heard the sound of the back door opening. Professor? Professor? It was 4 o'clock. Oh no, it's not Professor. Why? Why? The shopkeeper seemed to be back. Who cares about the shopkeeper? Where is Professor? I'm back. Dun dun dun.
お帰りなさい店主
Is no one gonna question that he has his fake glasses off? The shopkeeper vaguely responded with a nod as he climbed into his futon. Before he could fall asleep, I made up my mind and cast my hesitation aside.
店主この店
Why are you-
は一体何なんですか
It's a bookstore, you idiot! Even he's confused. Like,
どうも
has he
ここ
just been working here
文房具の
without
作りには思えなく
knowing this whole time? What do you mean? Of course it's a bookstore! Well, I mean, it was probably not built to be a bookstore in particular, but that's what it is, so why are you questioning that?
さあ、私も5年前に借り受けたばかりだから、詳しいことは。
Yeah, you just expect people to know everything. Classic
それじゃあきっ
Tamamori.
と地下室のことも知らないですよね
You can't just drop that out of the blue.
地下室
Basement. You mean the cellar, idiot. Wow. Shopkeeper should fire him, to be honest. TBH. The shopkeeper sounded concerned. I didn't want him to think I was crazy. I'm pretty sure he does. Like how has he, like, not seen him all sprawled out writing his manuscripts? Like, it's an everyday occurrence, probably, so there's no way he'd, like, miss it for the whole time he's been working there. How long has he been working there? I took the money from my pocket and put it all, save for 1 yen. 1 yen! Wow. You're rich with that amount of money.
店
Into
主
the register.
今までありがとうございました
Where are you going?
どうしたんだい
Where are you going?
この店を
Where are you going?
おや、
ごめんなさい荷物は明日明後日で少しずつ持ち出します金魚の餌やりだから
Finally! He's gonna keep the goldfish alive! I knew the shopkeeper would come in clutch, since Tamamori is an irresponsible goldfish parent.
君は何か不思議な体
You
験をした
think?
ようだね。
Ha ha ha.
落ち着きなさい。
落ち着いてます
I don't think you are calm. actually. Even I thought that anyone responding that quickly probably wasn't calm.
それでも呼吸が整わないのなら、1から
1
100
to
まで
100. That's a
数えて
lot of
くれるはず。
numbers. I don't think Tamamori could count that high. Not even I can count that high.
1から100って、私にそんな悠長な時間はないので
What
す。
do you do all day? You just literally spend day after day lounging around the shop and arguing with Kawase. I'm pretty sure you do have that kind of free time. But probably it takes like 2 minutes to count to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, or even quicker if you count really fast.
ゆっくりでいいんだ。一体何に怯えているのか、話してごらんなさい。
Are we getting fruity with the shopkeeper now? I'm sorry, that was an awful thing to say. But I can't believe he has like such... I can't believe he has like an important role in the story, yet they won't even show his face. I bet he's really ugly. There's no way he would believe me. Ah! Not why? Why would she show that again? Okay. I was not expecting to get a jump scare in this video again. I'm like notably bad with jump scares. Like I cannot handle them at all. That's why I don't play that many horror games. That there was a man in the basement. That I come from 3 days into the future. Yeah, no one will believe that. Just get on with your life already. That I'd replaced myself. Imagine if the shopkeeper just walked in while he was like turning his evil shadow clone into water. How would he even explain that? If I told him any of that, he would really think I was crazy. Probably not any crazier than he thinks you are now.
困ったことがあったら、いつでも帰っておいで。
Thank you, shopkeeper. You're the only normal character in this story. Wait, actually, he is. He is the only normal character. Except for the army guy, but no one cares about him. Hanazawa. Hanazawa, I keep forgetting. I had come to depend on countless people throughout my life. Yeah, we know. But in the end, they were the ones who had pushed me away. Because you're so overbearing! No wonder they push you to the curb. Okay, where are we going? Ooh, a telephone box. Ha! Kawase! Let's go! Oh, he's wearing normal clothes. That's a nice change. He finally chased you out of the shop. Kawase, I missed you so much. You do not understand how bad part 5 was without you, your presence. I forgot, was Professor in it? I think he was. Was he? Or was it part 4? I cannot remember. I need to rewatch my own videos sometimes.
違う。
But I'm not that self-absorbed to do it. I'm not like Tamamori.
同じようなもんでしょ。
Same result.
そうじゃないんじゃさ。
So he's gonna stay at Kawase's house. Let's go.
ただ
They're gonna be
の
roomies.
だけでいいから。
Oh my god, they actually are gonna be roomies. I called it! I came from the future just to predict this.
前に君に部屋を貸した時、大層よ。
Wow. Tamamori can't do anything right. I would say should just kick him onto the curb with no remorse, like he did in like 2 days into the future.
今度は綺麗に使う。
This time, how much of a mess can he make in one night, though? It'd be like impressive if he just like totally trashed the place in one day.
新規臭いな。そんなかわいそうな。
As you should, King. As you should.
じゃあね。課題が残ってるから。
Well, it doesn't look like you're wearing your uniform. Oh wait, he's calling him. I get it now. I get it. So he wouldn't know what he looks like, right? What a heartless guy. Maybe I actually had done something to make Kawase hate me, but I hung up. I'd never been able to convey this sense of urgency over the phone. Whoever I talk to next, it would be in person. Talk to Professor, please! I miss him! Where is he going? Is that Minakami's house? Madam! I missed you! Oh, madam, I missed you so much. Give me a hug! My god, I'm gonna get a restraining order if I said that to anyone in real life. He's gonna bunk with Minakami. Let's go.
一晩でいいんです。
Well, he has no place to go. He probably shouldn't have left the only place you can sleep in? That was probably not the best move, Tamamori?
怪しいわ。
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Will you take my hand in marriage?
村上は
Don't say that the person she's taking care of is gonna die in 3 days. That's just
あら
weird.
皆さんを利用しようなんて
Yeah, he is
意地
dirty.
汚いか
He's a dirty excuse of a man. Throw him onto the curb.
にゃ
Yeah, you caught me. That's right. I really am scum. He realized it! Bravo, Tamamori. You're learning so much about yourself. I'm so proud of you. The door slammed shut. Dang, no one is taking him. Wait, Professor! That means Professor will take him! There's no way he'd say no after he, like, essentially confessed his love to him that other day. Even though this had happened a ton of times already, the impact made me break out in a cold sweat and my back straightened. I guess sucking it up and staying at an inn was my best bet. But why wasn't I allowed to rely on my friends? Because you hate them! And they hate you in return! I love in this game how they just made the protagonist like so unlikable. They actually gave him a personality. That was like one of my main gripes in Dramatic Murder. Like Alba was just not a notable character at all. I'm sorry to all the Alba fans out there, but like I cannot remember a single thing he has done. Like a single personality trait of his. But with Tamamori, he's like the antithesis of yaoi game protagonists. He actually has a personality. He's actually a person instead of something to be shipped with the other characters. Yeah, your habits are that bad. When I began to slowly walk away, a passerby grabbed my shoulder. Professor? Please, please. Mina can't be. No one cares, bro. Of course he'd be here. It's his house. Oh, is he gonna, like, confess? Like, oh, you die in 3 days. Just to let you know, bye. Minakami, this was the second time I had seen him with my own eyes. The second time? What? Are you just forgetting your countless childhood experiences together? However, the moment he acknowledged me, the strings that had been holding me up were severed, and I fell on the spot. Wow, he can't even walk properly. He really is a loser. Minakami immediately grabbed me and held me up. He's holding you up now. Okay, this better not turn into some homosexual tension full. Grammar is not my strong point today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the people who are subscribed to me. You just have to listen to me babble on and on for an hour. He had cast his umbrella aside, so we were both getting soaked in the rain.
話せ
Enough with the gayness! Where's Professor? He's like the gayest one, so I can't be talking. Let go, I'm
いきな
fine.
り倒れて大丈夫ってことはないだろう。
Oh, he's gonna take care of you? I should kiss, to be honest. When he touched my forehead, I felt a jab to the heart. My god, what is with this gay tension? At least it's better than the stuff he had with Hanazawa, because no one cares about that guy, let's be for real. I like him with Minakami, it's looky white bread, but it's nice. Not as white bread as him with Hanazawa, that's for sure. He spoke timidly as he pat my stinging chest. What did he mean by that?
熱はないようだな。
There's only way to find out. Do mouth-to-mouth contact. Really? I didn't have a fever? Minakami picked up his bag and umbrella and then smiled cheerfully again. Smiled cheerfully after he just
奥
collapsed?
さんに頼ん
Good
で
for him.
休ませてもらおう。
Seriously? She just kicked him out.
いい帰る
Going home. What home? What home?
でも俺に用事があったんだろ。ここに来たってことは。
He needs your love. Confess to him right now, Tamamori.
そうだな用事といえば
I didn't
一つも
forget the
忘れてた
gayness they had in like one of the
下地の
earlier
怪人の
parts.
原稿を返してくれないか
Why would he want that awful story back? Minakami probably threw it in a shredder by now. Were there shredders back then? We probably ripped it up. Minakami shook his bag.
すまない。まだ読めていないんだ。
Oh yeah, break his self-esteem. Yes.
だろうなメイドで
What?
盛り上がれ
What? There is no way he's that bad.
メイドって。あ、ちょっと
What
玉
was
森。
that? I don't think there's been any CGs in this video so far. Which is really weird because they've been like popping up like at an abnormal rate for like the past few videos. My path was spun around. Whenever I was in a bad mood, Minakami smiled so kindly. This is better gay tension than in the last video, that's for sure. I'm not like screaming at my computer telling them to shut up. I touched my drooping cheeks and which cheeks? And pushed them up. When I did, he smiled even wider.
なあ、玉森。
What did he mean by that?
時間あるか
Are they gonna have a slumber party and gossip about Kawase? Dude, this gay tension is unbearable. I need to beat them
カ
up.
フェがあるんだろ俺も連れて行ってくれ
He's gonna go to the cafe again. The waitress is probably sick of his R's.
今から
Right now?
ああ
Right now?
行きたい
So he's been to the cafe like 3 times in one day. The waitress is gonna be like, dang, you're big and greedy. Please, I need the waitress to call him fat. That'd be so freaking funny. Oh wait, yeah, he only brought 1 yen, so... Well, he doesn't have a tab, so... They're gonna kick him to the curb.
俺が貸そう
Lend you the money? Too bad he's gonna die in 2 days! You won't be able to pay him back! Oh my god, I'm a terrible person for saying
貴様
that.
だって実家から借用しているくせに偉そうに言うな。
この
Wow.
前は喜んでおごられてくれただろ原稿用紙とか筆とか
それとこれとは関係ないだろう。
Can we just kiss already? Like, what's with this pointless conversation? It warmed my heart that Minakami hadn't changed. It's been like 3 days into the past. Why would he change? At least they aren't talking about smutty stories. Every time I remember that line, I just die a little inside. Like, why? In like every video, there's like some out-of-pocket line, and I just have to roll with it because the story is really good otherwise. We rode the streetcar and headed to Kanda Bridge, as Minakami had suggested. They're really going to the cafe again. Mix it up for a change. Go to a different cafe. No matter how crowded it was, Minakami always had a book in his hand. Today he had both his hands on the leather straps. Leather straps of what? His bag? He gave me a calm smile when our eyes met in the window. My god, I can't take this anymore. Just kiss! Kiss! Minakami was acting strange. Or maybe I was. That was the obvious answer. You are strange! You always will be strange. You can't fix that part about yourself. That is strange right there! Your laugh is strange! Everything about you is strange.
いや、ちょっと面白いことがあったのだ。お前、
You cannot be talking about it to Minakami right now. You cannot just be talking about like everything you've gone through. You're gonna like traumatize him so bad he's gonna like run away and get killed on his own anyway.
実は私も見て
Seriously, dude? You can't just be like...
もう一人の
I'm appalled right now. But Minakami has the charms to like get him to say everything about himself. Get Tamamori to say everything about himself. Whatever. I'm like really bad with words today. I have no idea why. They say when you see a doppelganger, it means you're close to your own death. Ha. That's ironic.
そういえば
Don't say that, Tamamori! My other self had turned into water and died. That should happen with the real Tamamori. So this game could end early and Professor can be the protagonist. Please. I'd kill for a game with Professor as the protagonist. He'd probably just have fun all day, just playing and drawing. Yeah, I guess the thing about being close to death really was true. Ha! What a knee slapper, am I right, guys?
ああ信じるぞ
Of course he believes
じゃあ
you.
私が
That's why they're the
三日後の世
perfect
界から一言
match!
言っても
Dude, why? Why are you telling him that? God, Tamamori, when I get my hands on you. Minakami's eyes opened wide. Impossible. Impossible. His eyes would never open. When he looked at me from the side. After thinking for a bit, his mouth hung open as he looked out the window. There's no way he'd ever open his eyes.
どうしよ
なんだその曖昧な言い方
Yeah, he's nothing to do with this. Stop burdening Minakami with your own personal
う
problems.
証明できるものがあれば
すぐに信じるよ。
Don't talk about the bathroom story. Don't talk about the bathroom story. Don't talk about the bathroom story. Please, 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 please. Oh no, is he gonna talk about how he's gonna die soon? Don't do that either. That's even worse than the bathroom story. Okay, no, the bathroom story is like probably unironically the
これがその恩師
worst thing that's happened in the game so far. This is not a rare silver pocket watch that you got from a loser. Yeah.
3日後の世界でもらった。
How would he know that? He wasn't even there with them, so that point could easily be like not believed.
ともかく、
No.
これで信じてもらえたか？
I wouldn't believe you, and I'm like really gullible.
そうだな。もう一声欲しいな。
もう一
Don't say the bathroom story. Don't say the bathroom story. I'm gonna kill you if you do. I'm gonna end the video if you do, I swear. Our coffees were quickly brought out. The waitress immediately went back to the kitchen without her usual comments. She's sick of you, for real. She was glaring at me, but since she had seen me vomit, I guess that wasn't unreasonable. Oh my god, I forgot about the vomit part. Oh my god, that's like the second worst thing. Well, actually he ate it, so they could be tied. That and the bathroom story can be tied for like the worst thing in the game.
綺麗な色だな。
What a pretty color. His vomit? Okay, no.
私はこれにたっぷり牛乳を入れる。
He really is big and greedy.
好きなんだ。
そうか。俺はこのままでも美味しいと思うけど。
Ah, that's hot, Minakami exclaimed. Why not have him just say it?
なんだ、情けないな。
You cannot be calling other people lame when you literally wear fake glasses and just get jealous over like literally everyone. Your lips are swollen. What?
これは一種の拒絶反応だ。数分もすれば治る。
What on earth is this guy doing? We both quietly put our coffees to our mouths again and let out a sigh at the same
そ
time.
れで、花沢は元気そうだったか？
Yeah, he sure was well, but I can't name anything else about him.
信じた方が
Trying to think of
面
one
白いと思う。
personality trait he has other than just talk about the academy he goes to with that long freaking name that they had to like repeat 3 times in like the span of 5 sentences. I couldn't tell if he was taking me seriously or not. No one in their right mind would take you seriously, so don't count on it, buddy.
前から花沢に会っていたらしい。
Wow, how dare he? We should kill him for that.
水臭いな。
Oh god, he's gonna die. Just for that.
だろう？あいつ、私たちに邪魔されたくないから黙っていたのだ、きっと。
Maybe I forgot his name again. I forgot his name again. They just said it. Hanazawa. Okay, I bet Hanazawa was Kawasei's secret lover for like the past 3 months, and that's why he's been hiding their relationship. I bet that's what happened. Call me the theory master. Kawasei had clung to Hanazawa since forever ago. There, my theory's proven. They were lovers. I remember what I had thought back then, that he liked to use Hanazawa's authority. What
3
authority?
日後の俺はどうしてる？
You're dead. That's how you were doing?
3日後のお前は、ああ、
Wow, he's
あれだった
dodging
か
the
な。
he's dodging the truth. You sly dog, Tamamori.
忠告だけする。
Minakami fell silent. A question mark was practically hovering over his head. There was no way I could tell him. You'll be killed tomorrow. You should tell him that. It would be kind of funny, actually. The Phantom kidnapped you. Just say that. He'd be like, who's the Phantom? Be like, you should have read my story then. That's why you got killed. Yeah, he definitely got killed just because he didn't read that stupid Phantom story. Minakami would definitely burst out laughing if I told him something like that. What a funny guy he is.
いいか？明日鑑賞する狂える悪魔は昼の部ではない。夜の部。
I bet he didn't get it wrong. He just didn't want to show up and sit next to Tamamori for like the whole show and just listen to him babbling on and on about how his stories are way better than this nonsense they have playing at the theater. I bet that's why he ditched him. He stood him up.
間違えるわけないと思うけど。
I think there is a way you get it wrong. I bet
まだ貴様
Kawase
は間
like
違えるのだ。いいか
fiddled with
そ
the
れと
ticket and like
水道
changed the
橋には近づ
date.
くな。
That'd be kind of funny actually. Kawase ruins everything.
けどどうやって東洋キネマに行けばいい？
Walk there,
お
idiot.
茶の水の方から迂回していけばいい。
Oh, he's trying to like save him from like the bridge shenanigan stuff. It'd be funny. I keep saying, I've been saying that like, I said that like, oh my god, why do I keep repeating stuff? I said that like 5 times throughout the span of the minute. Just take me out back already.
ずいぶん遠回りな。ともかくその2つを守ればいいんだな。
You're giving him too many unreasonable requests. Just let him do stuff. Well, but then he's gonna
Oh.
die, so don't let him die, okay? But don't like change too much about the timeline, other than then like more unpredictable stuff will happen.
わかった。
Where's
No.
Professor? I miss him.
本当に私の言うことを信じてくれたか
I hope he says no.
もちろん。
Of course he believes him. That little slur. Slur.
類行に80万年後の社会って作品があるだろ
There's a
あれは
word for people like him.
80万2701年の未来にた
The
どり着いてしまう
professor.
話だ
Professor reference? Holy cow. Professor. Where is he? I miss him so badly. You guys will never understand. It arrives. That is a lot of years. Dang.
俺にはその冒険譚がそう遠くない未来のことのような気がするんだ。だ
It's
から
he's only been
玉森の話を聞い
he
て
only
い
came
ると
from 3 days in the future, so he doesn't have that many exciting stories to tell.
にゃ
You are not a cat, dude. Stop trying to have that charming laugh. I laughed even though it wasn't funny.
で
It's not good to
そ
lie,
の2つを守
Tamamori.
ると俺はどうな
You need to
る
be
か
shot on sight for that? You'll live.
それはお楽しみ
Wow. We'll see. I can't wait to find out. You couldn't be
そう
any
じ
more
らすな
vague.
よ
たった明日明後日のことだ自分の
Wait and
確か
see
め
for
ろ
yourself if he lives that long. The waitress came in with a terribly indifferent look on her face.
あと30分で閉店です
They should leave and then like come back 1 minute before closing just so the waitress can yell at them.
閉店ってまだ6時前じゃないか
Huh?
今朝の地震で食器が壊れちゃったから店長が買い出しに行くんです女給もみんな早い
Yeah, Tamamori, don't be greedy. When I looked around, I saw that the other waitresses were speaking to the remaining guests. It didn't look like it was her just being mean. Yeah!
それじゃあ
Why would
そ
she
ろそ
just
ろ出よう
single
か
you out and just tell you to leave?
梅鉢堂まで送ろう
Like, you're a paying customer after all, even though she's like terribly annoyed with you. Ooh, he's gonna walk him back. Oh, I bet they're gonna hold hands.
おい
Seriously?
ついでにコーヒーをおかわり
Why do you want to stay there any longer when that waitress is like burning daggers into your soul? Glaring daggers, whatever.
はーい
She is so sick of him. I bet the waitress killed Minakami for being friends with him. Conspiracy theory. Minakami put his things back down on the seat. Oh, they aren't gonna hold hands and walk back to Umbachido.
俺も
So
付き合おう
sad.
いいから先に帰れ
Wow, he's just shooing him away. I know you want to hold hands with him. I could see it in your strikingly blue eyes that scare the bejeebers out of me.
閉店間際で一人ジャズを聴くおつな
Wow, what a loser. Am I right, guys, or am I
意識の
right?
高い趣味を見つけたな。邪魔するつもりはもちろんないよ。
ともかく必ずだぞ
Wow.
必ず私の言ったこ
He
とを
better.
守ってくれよ
ああ、よくわからんが楽しみだ。
Minakami put down enough money to even cover my second coffee, then put on his mantle. He exited the cafe without saying goodbye as usual. I just realized it's been like over an hour since I started recording, so I'm probably gonna stop soon. But this is getting so good. I suddenly relaxed and sank into the backrest. I touched between my brows to adjust my glasses, but remembered I wasn't wearing them. I'm surprised no one said anything. Well, even though he only met Minakami in person and not Kawase. Yeah, Minakami isn't the type of person like say something about it though. My blurry vision. Those are fake glasses. What do you mean blurry vision? Really has a placebo effect going on. Saw my hot coffee being brought out. The waitress stood next to me and stared.
ねえ分子さん30分で飲みきれます
Cool for an hour?
いつも冷まして
No
もらえ
wonder
ない
she's sick of him. If some lame writer was just hogging up a booth for an hour, just hadn't even drank one bit of his coffee, I would just be shooing him out.
よくしゃべる女だな。
Wow! You're pathetic and a misogynist? Not cool, Tamamori. You should never insult a lady.
女じゃありませんメイコです
Omeko, hi!
のめいこ
Meiko. Hi, Meiko. I really couldn't care less. Wow! You should never say that. Okay, yeah, Tamamori is the worst character in all of fiction. Offended, Meiko the waitress puffed out her cheeks and stomped back to the kitchen. She should just pull out a shotgun and just kill him. But then they'd have to relive this day over again, and I don't want to deal with that. I only had 30 minutes left to kill at this cafe. According to the honorary silver watch, 2 hours had already gone by. The watch with the wrong time was the most useless thing in the world. When I went to fix the time, the frogman stopped my
玉
hand.
森さん玉森さん時間
Yeah,
は
you
その
should
まま
leave
に
it.
してお
There's
いた
no...
方がいいです
Why would you
よ
just change something that's... Where was I going with that? Don't change something that's from another timeline. I'm pretty sure bad things will happen if he tries that. Oh god, is that gonna be like a plot point later on? He changes the time, like everything explodes.
唯一の証拠ですあなたがあなたを信じられる唯一の
Oh,
証にな
Frogman
ると
does
思
have
う
a
んです
point there. He's smart. He's the smartest character in this game. Haruhiko-san nodded deeply. How does someone nod deeply? Like, push their head completely up and down? Okay, you guys can't see me right now, but I'm nodding so much right now. Okay, now I'm dizzy. Ow. It did have that significance. This may come in handy later.
私はさっき、私を信じられませんでした。
Yeah, we know, buddy. Even when I tried to tell Minakami the truth, I had doubt in myself.
私は空想小説を書くのが好きです。幻想が
Why
好
is
き
he
です
telling us this?
それこそ、絵に描いた餅が好きです。
I like baking pie and hanging out with my friends, but you don't hear me talking about it.
でも、心のどこかでいつも疑っている。
doubt you. Blah, blah, blah.
ほ
We need to learn how to not doubt
ドクター
yourself,
が書い
idiot.
た2つの手紙だってそう
Why
で
did I
す。
call him an idiot? That's just...
妻と親しくする自分のドッペルゲンゲルに嫉妬する
Hey, you
主人
talked
公の
about this story
話
like 5 times now. Give it a rest. Like, your glasses are off. The prestigious writer persona doesn't have to stay. Jealous of his doppelganger for getting closer to his wife.
でもあれは幻想小説なんかじゃない。自分の目に隠れて
What?
と仲良くする。
What kind of plot is that?
だ
What
から
were stories
私は
even about in the
自分を疑いま
1920s?
す。本当は全部
Yeah, it is. Wake up. Wake up right now. Wake up. Wake up. There's no reason for that man who smiled so happily to be killed so brutally. There's no way he could die. So that's why you're saving him, because he's the love of your life. There's no way God or Buddha would allow such a thing. That's why all of this was just a bad dream. Wake up, Tamamori. Wake up.
でも今この時計を見て現実だと思い出しました。
That's a good mindset to have, I guess.
う今から水上くんを追いかけて彼
Why would he do that? Haruhiko-san, you're supposed to be the smart one here. What is with that awful idea?
ねえ稲上は嘘をつくような男じゃありませんから。
Well, he did
私の
stand
忠
him
告
up,
は必ず
stand him up after all. Or maybe he got killed during the time of the play.
水上くんの命は保証されたという
Let's go! But what if Kawase dies in this timeline? I'd be unreasonably sad over that.
あとの問題は玉森さんの寝床
On the
です
street like he
ね
deserves. He deserves to be treated with poorly like a
梅鉢堂の
stray
満
dog.
天床気持ちよかったな
It was comfy. Why did you just leave so suddenly?
しかし気持ちいいと言えば
Are
この椅子もなかなか
Oh my god. Is he seriously gonna sleep in the cafe on this booth? Dude, the waitress is gonna be so mad at him. Probably like shoo him out with a broomstick. Haruhiko-san said as he and the frogman bounced up and down. Stop causing a ruckus. Well, I guess they can since they're hallucinations, but stop doing that! Watching them bounce, I suddenly had a brilliant idea. Is he gonna like,
おい女
hey woman, there's no way to talk to a wonderful waitress such
Oi.
as Mako.
メイコです。
メイコ
Mick,
そ
wow.
んな呼び方ひどくないですか？
That is very mean. Tamamori should be very
Yeah,
ashamed of
joke.
himself. Waitress, then just call her by her name. Is that so hard? The waitress ended up coming over when I called her in the usual fashion.
君私の友人の帝大生を好いているようだな
Like is an understatement. She was drooling all over Kawase when he poured that coffee over her head. The waitress looked away and pursed her lips. And then, from those pursed lips, she whistled an unfamiliar song.
散々私たちの話を盗み聞きしていたお前だあいつの名前くらい覚えていいよ
知りませんよ。
Wow!
知りません。
She doesn't know anything about Kawase. Case closed.
そうだがあいつの本名は川瀬ではない
Wow, why is he doxing him like that? I thought he was your lifelong best friend. Formerly Kawase, now Aikida-kun. I wasn't trying to trick her. It was the undeniable truth. So he isn't Kawase? I've just been lying to myself this entire time.
池田邸という家族の家がある奴は訳あってあそこの養子になったため本名を池田というのだ
He's seriously doxing him. Oh my god. This rabbit waitress is gonna like show up to Kawase's house all drooling and stuff.
池田さん。
I feel bad for Kawase now. I wouldn't know what it's like to deal with stalkers, but I would not recommend it to anyone. The waitress looked up at the ceiling as she memorized the name. She definitely wanted to know more about Kawase. Well, you shouldn't have given her his address. What kind of relationship do you and that Tadaise-san have? A loving relationship. Duh. Then, you know where he lives? That was her current state of mind.
どうだ君にとってはかなり嬉しい情報だろう
Can the waitress just kick him out already? When is this scene gonna end? I need to end the video soon. The waitress nodded eagerly.
でもどうして？
Okay, we started the video with the waitress. Now we're gonna end it with the waitress too.
川瀬いや池田君の素性と引き換えに君に
Favorite
頼みがある
ass. Oh god. I think I know what's coming. The waitress leaned forward to listen. What is the favor? Ugh. This was my proposition. I want you to keep it a secret from that mousy chef and let me stay the night in the cafe. Seriously? You could just go back to Umachido at any time. Why do you want to sleep at on a I keep stumbling over my words today. I'm so sorry. That cramped little booth, yeah. I'll hide under the table until the cafe closes. So I want you to cover for me without the chef noticing. Are you serious, dude? Wouldn't you much rather sleep in a comfy futon like the frogman said? Huh? Aren't they just up to no good? Yeah. I just want a place to sleep. Go back to Umachido! I mean, it's not like I had ulterior motives when I gave you information on my friend either. So he's just doxed his friend and is gonna stay the night at some lousy cafe. This guy is insane. Huh? You can't trust me? Give you more information about Aikida-kun? Huh. Sounds like you're up to no good, too. Burr really thought he was Nagito with this. After a friendly chat, the waitress and the chef closed the cafe. I wasn't sure if the waitress always did this, but I heard a voice call out good night into the cafe after the lights were turned off. Why would the waitress always do that? That'd be kind of cute, though, but seems pretty unlikely. After that, 4 hours went by. I didn't even realize I had slept the entire time. I had fallen asleep under the table. How is that even remotely comfortable? I slowly crawled out and sat down on a chair with a groan. My joints ached. I guess they would after being crammed in such a tiny space. So you're gonna hurt your joints more by sleeping on a cramped little booth. From my usual seat, I watched the light from the gas lamp outside, which was different from the lighting I was used to in here. The cold night rain had let up and was seeping into the now orange surface of the street. I rubbed my sleepy eyes and let out another yawn.
コーヒーには覚醒作用があるという。
Okay, when is this scene gonna
だが
end?
君の
I
眠
think
気
I'm
が
just gonna like
吹き飛ば
stop the video here because this has been going on for way too long and I gotta go soon anyway, so thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, it's been fun like always to record stuff. What else do I say? Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and it makes me happy to see people like my video anyway. So anyways, yeah, thank you for watching and bye guys.